The baby's cries echoed through the airplane cabin. Rachel, exhausted and holding 6-month-old Sophia, whispered apologies to annoyed passengers. She hadn't slept in 36 hours, spent her last rent money on the flight, and carried a heart heavy with worry. A flight attendant scolded her. A man muttered, "Should have thought before flying." Just as Rachel broke, a calm voice beside her said, "May I try?" The stranger in a navy suit gently took Sophia. Miraculously, the baby stopped crying. "Practice," he smiled. "Sometimes calm helps calm." Rachel opened up. Her boyfriend left when she got pregnant. She worked double shifts, lived in a rundown apartment, and hadn't spoken to her sister, whose wedding she was flying to, for 2 years. The stranger listened, no judgment, no pity. When they landed, he handed her a card. James Whitmore, CEO, Whitmore Industries. Rachel froze. He was the man behind one of the country's biggest charities for single moms. Anger replaced gratitude. Was this all a setup? A project? James said quietly, "No, you didn't need a CEO. You needed someone who cared." Rachel walked away, heart torn. 2 days later, in a cheap motel room, Rachel sat in silence until a knock came. It was her sister, Carmen. Through tears, Carmen confessed. She too had been pregnant once. She lost the baby weeks after they fought. Grief turned to silence, resentment. Now, she said, "A man called me yesterday, said he couldn't reach you, but he wanted to make sure you were okay." Rachel's heart skipped. James hadn't stopped caring. Rachel's heart skipped. "James?" Carmen nodded. "He found me and asked to see you." Rachel was stunned. "You met him?" "Yes. He's not looking for a project, Rachel. He's in love with you." Rachel whispered, "That's impossible. We only spent hours together." "That's what I thought, until he talked about you and Sophia like you were his whole world. He didn't sound like a CEO. He sounded like a man who lost something he didn't want to lose." Rachel's anger wavered. "But the housing program?" Carmen explained. "Yes, he came for work. But with you, it wasn't about business. He gave you his card not as a CEO, but as James, because he hoped you'd want to see him again." Rachel's voice broke. "We're from different worlds. I'm a broke single mom." Carmen showed her a news article. "Whitmore CEO honors single mom in new housing project." The quote read, "My mom raised me alone, skipped meals so I could eat. No woman should have to choose between rent and her child's dinner." Rachel was speechless. Carmen added, "His mom's maiden name was Santos. She was a factory worker in East LA, just like you." And suddenly, it all made sense. Later that evening, Rachel stood outside Carmen's wedding reception, dressed in green, her heart pounding. Inside, James sat alone, scanning the crowd. Their eyes met. He rose, walked toward her, stopped just inches away. "I was scared you wouldn't come," he said softly. Rachel replied, "I was scared too. But courage is moving forward anyway." James gently took her hands. "I don't want to save you. You already saved yourself. I just want to be part of the life you fought so hard to build. I love Sophia like she's mine. And I love you for your strength, your fire, your heart." Rachel's eyes filled with tears, this time from joy. "I love you too," she whispered. "I almost walked away, but you made me believe again." They kissed, and in that moment, everything changed. Not just a love story, a healing, a new beginning. And upstairs, Sophia slept peacefully, already part of the family her mother had always dreamed of.